making sure London's okay, which it's not, because rape, burglary, prostitution, murder, everything is going upwards of 30% since you got in power, you absolute buffoon.
Tommy Robinson confronts Sadiq Khan over London's failures, sparks heated debate. You're not going to believe this. Tommy Robinson has once again set social media on fire this time, taking direct aim at London's mayor, Sadiq Khan. What began as a fiery statement quickly snowballed into a political storm, one that's got commentators, politicians, and ordinary Londoners asking, who's really listening to the concerns of the people? Because while Khan is brushing off the criticism as nothing more than a smear campaign, Robinson is doubling down, saying he's only voicing what many Londoners are already thinking. And now the clash is impossible to ignore. In a recent appearance, Tommy Robinson accused Sadiq Khan of refusing to acknowledge the deep frustration many Londoners feel about issues ranging from violent crime to housing, policing, and accountability. Robinson didn't mince words. He framed Khan as a leader who owes the people of London an apology, yet refuses to give one. Khan, in turn, dismissed these remarks as politically motivated attacks, branding them as exaggerated rhetoric from the far-right fringe. And there it is, two very different narratives, colliding head-on. For years, Sadiq Khan has been under intense pressure as crime rates and safety concerns have dominated headlines. Knife crime, gang violence, and rising fear in communities have repeatedly forced the mayor's office to defend its record. At the same time, Londoners have also been battling soaring costs of living, housing shortages, and transport woes, all issues that make the mayor's job one of the most scrutinized positions in the country. Into this landscape steps Tommy Robinson, a man who thrives on controversy, framing himself as the voice of ordinary people ignored by mainstream politics. So when Robinson confronts Khan, it's not just about a personal attack. It taps into a wider frustration, a sense that politics at the top isn't delivering results on the ground. One political commentator told Sky News, Khan's strategy is to dismiss Robinson as irrelevant. But the danger is if people feel unheard, those voices outside the mainstream suddenly become very powerful. On social media, the split was immediate. One Londoner tweeted, Robinson said what thousands of us are thinking. Crime is out of control, and Khan just keeps deflecting. But another hit back. This is classic Robinson taking complex issues and turning them into easy blame. London needs solutions, not stunts. Even inside political circles, there was unease. A conservative backbencher hinted that Robinson's words, though divisive, touch on truths that the mayor cannot ignore. Meanwhile, Labour MPs rallied behind Khan, accusing Robinson of trying to drag politics into a culture war instead of focusing on constructive debate. This isn't just about one man criticizing another. It's about the broader fight over who gets to define the narrative of Britain's capital city. London is often held up as a symbol, multicultural, diverse, resilient. But it's also a city under strain, where safety concerns and inequality are growing louder. When Robinson calls Khan out, he's speaking to a feeling of disconnection that the ordinary Londoner has been forgotten in the noise of politics. And that message, whether people agree with Robinson or not, is cutting through. Here's the real danger for Khan: dismissing Robinson too quickly could backfire. If citizens feel brushed aside, they might start looking outside traditional politics for voices who speak their language. And that creates fertile ground for outsiders like Robinson to gain traction. Remember, this isn't about Robinson running for mayor or parliament. In today's digital world, he doesn't need a seat in office to influence the conversation. Online platforms, viral clips, and public pressure can shift debates in ways the old political class still struggles to grasp. As one insider told a London political blog, if Khan isn't careful, Robinson won't just be a nuisance, he'll be the one setting the agenda. So now, London finds itself caught between two very different approaches. Will Khan continue to brush off Robinson's words as extremist noise, or will he be forced to respond directly to the concerns being raised? And if Robinson keeps hammering this message, will more Londoners start to see him as a genuine voice for their frustrations, even if they don't agree with his entire platform? Because at its core, this clash isn't just about politics. It's about trust. Do people still believe their leaders are listening? Or do they think their voices only matter when shouted from the outside? So here we are, a mayor under fire, a controversial figure refusing to stay silent, and a city watching closely. Tommy Robinson versus Sadiq Khan isn't just another headline feud. It's a symbol of the bigger battle over who speaks for London, and whose voice cuts through the noise. If frustration keeps rising, and voices outside the establishment grow louder, how long before the ground shifts under Britain's political elite? Because if this is just the beginning, the storm that's coming could shake London to its core. Was Robinson raising valid concerns, or was Khan right to dismiss it as political theater? Drop your take in the comments, because this debate isn't ending anytime soon.